do one and for the year and see how we go. And then after the first session, I'm like, I got no idea about business.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually hated painting when I was younger than that, a kid, because Dad would make me do it on school holidays if I got a bad school report for free. So
Woody, okay.
But then when I actually did it as a proper job, I realised it was a good job and I enjoyed doing it. So when I went, if I'm paying the money for a content creator to come and film, well, I've got to use the content and post it. No, I still got mates that laugh. I'm still pretty old school the way I run my business. I'm only just trying to change to an app now, which I've had for 4 months, still doing it in my books. I still don't trust the app way. That's another thing I've been doing in the last 7-8 months. He spent like 6 hours just sending links to clients asking for a review, and within a week I got like 65 reviews, 5
Did you?
stars or something
Nice.
like that. So I had a kink in the hose, and while we were using it, exploded. It was right next to my car. Just like a fountain, exploded paint everywhere, all over the client's house.
Oh, no.
All over my second day old car, hot day, and your lids pop a little bit in the heat, and then you come around the corner and paint tips over, you open up your canopy, you got 15 litres of paint spilt in the back, 2 hours cleaning up in the back of your canopy. Do you mind if I got married here? Well, good if not, but happy to give money or whatever you're for it. She said yes, and just a small higher feel,
Oh, that's
thing,
really nice. But today I'm joined by Jake from Harris & Co. Painting Solutions. Thanks, Jake, for joining me. How are you?
I'm going well. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good.
So first of all, how did you get into painting? Like, what made you get into painting?
My dad was a painter, so I did my whole apprenticeship with my dad. And then, as soon as I was qualified, went out on my own, and me and dad sort of just helped each other out on each other's jobs. And so.
Yeah, okay. So you were in painting from
17,
like a young...
17 years old, yeah. Yeah, I did plumbing when I first left school for 3 months, and hated it.
Okay.
So, I was going to try it with a different boss, another plumbing apprenticeship, and then just started working with dad the next day after I left, and because I never wanted to be a painter, but I'm like, after a week, I'm like, I don't mind this job. I'll just
okay. What did you like about it, like in comparison to plumbing?
It's just very got satisfaction from it, like the prep and all that. I actually enjoyed. So and I actually hated painting when I was younger than that, a kid, because Dad would make me do it on school holidays if I got a bad school report for free. So
Woody, okay.
Yeah, a bad school report would be helping Dad out for a week as a punishment. So I thought I'd hate painting, but then when I actually did it as a proper job, I realised it was a good job and I enjoyed doing it, so just stuck with it.
Yeah. How long is the apprenticeship for painting?
4 years I did, so 3 years trade school, and 1 year just on site without trade school. But all my apprentices do on site, so they don't go to trade school. A lady comes out and sees them. Okay. They go to trade school sometimes to do like wallpapering and erecting scaffold and scissor lift tickets and stuff like that. But majority of their training is on site. Yeah.
So what sort of business? Like, tell me a little bit about your business.
Yeah, well, we started off just as any business when I went out my own, just by myself. Yeah. And you get one apprentice, and all we did was just repaints for homeowners. So it didn't really work for builders or anything. So, and then as I started to get another apprentice and take on a qualified, then we started to move into doing some builders work as well. So we just do high-end domestic work pretty much. So
really,
we do maybe 10-20% commercial, but not too much. So.
Yeah. So how many people have you got? Like, tell me a bit about your team structure and the business now. So how many you got in your business?
Very top heavy at the moment. So we got 8 qualifieds, including myself, and 1 fourth year. So not the best way to. It's just very top heavy and costs me a lot of money. But then I'm sending guys to jobs that I got no worries, because there's not that many mistakes that happen when you only got qualifieds doing your work. So
when you say top heavy, you mean having fully qualified?
Yeah, fully qualified. Ideally, you want 1 apprentice with 1 qualified, really, which is like last year I had 4 apprentices with 4 qualified, but then they're all late into the qualification. So now all my apprentices are qualified. And I've kept them on. So
and how does it go? Keeping enough work going for them.
In the winters it's challenging because you can't really do outside work, so you're just relying on solely inside work. Yeah. And when you got 8 guys on, got to have lots of work to keep them going. So like a full house for one or 2 guys is a big job, but for me that only fills my schedule for 2 days with 8 guys. So I need lots of work to keep them going.
Yeah, and how do you How do you get the work for them?
Mostly word of mouth. I work for about, I'd say 12 builders that I've worked for anywhere between 3 and 8 years.
Okay.
So, and then so I'd say 50% of my work is through builders and 50% just homeowners still doing repaints. They're outside of the houses, inside. And
Okay. And how did you in the early days, like how did you build up those relationships, and how did you get your business when you were sort of going from the start?
I suppose I was lucky. A lot of reasons why people don't go out on their own, because they're like, how am I going to get the work to keep myself going full time? Whereas I left that as when I was qualified, because I always wanted to work for myself.
Yeah.
Probably could have stayed another couple of years to get better before I went on my own, but I was just always had a plan when I was qualified to do my own thing.
Yeah.
So in my 3rd and 4th year apprentice, I was working nearly every weekend doing my own little jobs.
Okay.
Just every Saturday, Sunday mostly. Probably out of a month, I'd probably miss one weekend where I didn't work. So sort of built a little bit of clientele just from doing weekend cashies.
Yep.
And then my first year going out on my own, I always had Dad to fall back on. So for my first year going out on my own, I only had 6 months work for myself, but I worked for Dad for 6 months. And then it sort of, then we took on a first year apprentice together, and whoever needed him would take him on these jobs, but then that worked for about 2 months and I needed him just full time.
Really?
So, just from doing work for my 3rd and 4th years and that 6 months on my first year, just word of mouth. I'd never advertised or anything like that. Just people would refer me in.
Yeah. So do you advertise now at all?
I'm in a local paper of the Yarra Valley, and that's only because my dad's missus used to work there and he had an ad in there. Now my dad's retired. He said, do you just want to take over the ad? I said, yeah. So I just did it just because it was cheap. So
do you get anything from
I
it?
do.
Or?
Yeah. No, older clients, because not anyone, I reckon, under 45 would look in a local paper.
Would be looking at the paper,
probably under 50 to look at. But, all older clients. But, there's a fair bit of work. Oh, when I say fair bit, probably get 4 or 5 jobs from it a year, which is still pretty good for, what does it cost me? I don't know, $100 a month or something like that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know we were just chatting about that you do like a bit of, because I sort of first heard about you was because of a lot of the stuff that you do on socials, and you get really, really good views and do good video content and that sort of thing. And I know you'd mentioned that you do sort of some sponsoring of and boosting a post and that sort of thing. So is that sort of some of the marketing that you do
I
as
suppose
well?
that's the only marketing I sort of do. Like when I approached Andrew from Create More, I never really did anything on social media, or I'd do 1 post a year on my Instagram.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I only like to post like architectural stuff, not just going to post a standard bedroom. It's not really that interesting to people, I don't think. Just
You'd be surprised, actually.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So when I went, if I'm paying the money for a content creator to come and film, I've got to, use the content and post it. So I've only been doing that for 6 or 7 months, but I get a fair few jobs from Instagram and stuff as well.
Do you?
So, yeah.
Okay. Just people like DMing you.
Yeah,
or...
and me just I follow builders, and because I follow them, they follow me, and then they got a job. They see our work, and then they got a job coming up and send me an email or something. So
that's good. So as far as sort of the marketing side of things, that's really sort of what you do. You haven't done like high pages or anything like that?
No, when I first went out on my own, I did high pages when it was good, because the leads didn't cost you bugger all when it first started, and that was all right, like doing that. But then once you got enough work, you don't need high pages, I don't think. Yeah, because you'd be accepting the leads now they cost quite a lot.
They do.
And you're getting undercut by cowboys on there pretty much.
Yes, yeah. I think that's sort of the common thing that I hear from talking to, similar sort of trades businesses is, it's kind of with those third-party sites, you get undercut.
Yeah.
Not the best clients.
Yeah. Just tire kickers pretty much looking for the cheapest price.
Yeah. Indeed. Do you get a lot of repeat clients?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, well, all the builders are repeat clients, but I think next week we're starting a job in Balnairing, and we've done 4 jobs for him already. So we did his outside of his house, and last week we did just a big lounge room inside of his house. Yeah. And now he's got a holiday house in Balnairing. So, clients like that who, a lot of repeat,
Do you ask clients for reviews? Like, is that part of your process?
Yeah, that's another thing I've been doing in the last 7-8 months. He's getting reviews. I've never been set up on Google.
Okay.
The business, I've just I've been doing a business course the last year and a bit, and they're like, if you're not doing Google reviews, then that's your first priority you got to do. So I set that up, and then sent links to leave me a review from clients from 2 years ago even, and just spent like 6 hours just sending links to clients asking for a review. And within a week I got like 65 reviews, 5 stars or something like that. So, and now after every job, I just send a link and say leave us a review. So
do you send it? Like, is it an automatic thing, or you actually manually?
I just manually send it. Yeah, send the link and.
Yeah, I know. Reviews is something that we sort of chat to our clients about, really sort of pushing, because these days if someone's looking for a painter, they're gonna, if they don't already know about your brand, they're gonna Google you, or even if they've heard your name, they'll go and check out some reviews just to make sure you do a good job, you're legit,
Yeah. And every quote I send, I link my Google in the thing so they can just click on the link and look at my reviews when I send the quote. So then it instills trust. I suppose they read, what I've got 75-star reviews. It's just like, oh, okay, he's not a dodgy. Right. He's going to do a good job. You know what I mean? So,
I think that's a big thing when it comes to trades businesses, is because they're, they get a bad rap, and some people have bad experiences, so they're a little bit wary. They want to make sure that their money's going to be safe, their property's going to be safe. Yeah,
especially with painters as well. Like, a lot of painters have a bad name for just butchering jobs, So,
really?
Yeah, if you got a cowboy with a spray gun in his hand, could make a big mess pretty quick.
Really,
so,
yeah. Just to sort of touch on, because you mentioned you're doing a business course at the moment, so tell me, what are you doing? Like, is it sort of an ongoing kind of training?
Yeah, it's called Pro Trade United. I actually just come back from Queensland last week. We just had the end of year gala awards.
Yeah,
dinner or not. So
fancy.
I was nominated for one of the awards there. Didn't get it, but it was still. Still good to get nominated.
That's great. Even getting nominated for something. Is an achievement.
So I took it was in Brisbane, so we went there last week, and then we stayed up at the Gold Coast for a week with the family just to make a bit of a holiday out of it. And then where was I going with that? How did I get into it? So I went to Dulux. I'm a Dulux accredited painter, so sort of like master builders but for painters.
Yep. Okay.
And there was a conference in Tasmania a few years ago which I went to, and Pro Trade United spoke there. And I clicked no, don't want to be contacted on their flyer that they put on all the tables. And then the next year it was in Sydney, which I went to. I took one of my qualifieds, Mitch, up with me. And we stayed there for the weekend and went to the conference. And I clicked, they spoke really well there again. And I clicked maybe. And then, and then from there I got contacted by one of their sales guys. And he gave me the big spiel. I'm like, I'm thinking, I don't need to do a business course. I've been doing business for 11 years and I run a good business, I'm thinking, I thought, what have I got to lose? I'll do one and for the year and see how we go. And then after the first session, I'm like, fuck, I got no idea about business.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I know business, but it's just the numbers, margins, markups, and then just like better procedures and structures within your business. Like I didn't have any of that, So,
didn't you? Okay, yeah.
Like it was like I didn't have like a written down thing to give the boys what we expect every day, and and never had team meetings, which I still don't have that many, but I need to start doing that more. But it's just stuff and just it's more based around communication. I'm any awkward thing arises, I just put it to the side because it's too awkward to talk about, and then I get more pissed off as time goes on. But it's not their fault because I've never brung up the problem, So
kind of a bit of like the leadership kind of side, teaching leadership
and they teach
skills.
You how to structure an awkward conversation, and then they get better. You don't get angry, and you got a better running business. Everyone's on the same page, and and more just around numbers. Like I wasn't charging my boys out enough when we went through all the figures and what they cost me, me overheads and everything. Like I thought I was making more than what I was. So.
Really? Damn, that's a shame, isn't it, when it goes one way?
Yeah.
When you make it less.
But in saying that, if I never did the business course, I'd still be charging the same and, not making that good of money is what I thought I was. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of similar businesses, you're good at the trade side of things, like what you actually do.
Yeah.
You go out on your own, but then there's the whole business, admin, marketing, all of that side of things, which are skills that you kind of need to learn over time.
Sure. Yeah. So one thing I've got to get better in my business is the delegating more. Like I'm almost do everything.
Do
So I just
you?
don't trust anyone to. I feel like no one could do what I do in my business. So I
hard.
find it hard to pass the trust to anything. So
Do you have like a in the structure of your business? Do you have a supervisor that sort of looks after things, or project managers?
Yeah, Mitch, who started his apprenticeship with me, he's he's been with me now 7 years.
Okay.
So he's sort of half off the tools, half on the tools. Sort of just going around organising jobs, dropping off paints and quality controlling jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's also half on the tools as well. So
are you on the tools?
No,
I
haven't been on the tools for a couple of years, but I'd rather be on the tools.
Would you? Yeah.
I love painting. I don't love what I do at the moment, just sitting in the office and getting out every now and then to quality control and organise jobs. Like Mitch does some of that as well, but I love painting. I'd rather be
really,
every day, yeah. I was forced to be off the tools. I didn't want to. Like I was going to sites, and if they were an hour away, I'd get probably an hour or 2 hours of work done because my phone just wouldn't stop ringing, and builders trying to organise, clients trying to organise stuff, and I was just unproductive. So I'm like, what's the point of me driving out here an hour and a half if I'm just going to stand on site on the phone?
Indeed.
So I had to just get in the office full time, and I kept pumping out the quotes and.
Yep. So now what's your role? Like, what do you sort of predominantly do?
Yeah. So I mainly I'm probably 50% in the office, 50% just on the road, just going and meet repaint clients and quoting jobs. And still organising paint, dropping off paint and quality controlling jobs, going to the sites, doing a defect walk.
Okay.
And meetings with builders and clients and stuff like that. So which Mitch does a bit of, but which gives me more time in the office to. Yeah. No matter how much time I spend in the office, I'm always behind somehow. But
really, yeah. Do you have a bookkeeper?
Not really. Nah. No. My wife does the payroll, pays the boys, and does the bank allocations, and just on through MYOB. Just allocates in categories where spendings are going. But that's it. So she probably does an hour a week admin, and then it can be hard to sort of delegate and sort of shuffle and structure things to be the most effective. Yeah, but that's my goal in the next few months, is to start letting go some of the trust issues and start palming off some of my work in the business to other people. And just
what would you what would you ideally want to sort of reallocate to?
I still would want to do all the quoting and invoicing.
Yeah.
It's just all the little things, like insurances, and like even when the apprenticeship group send me apprentices finished for the year, you can get the $2,000 incentive or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll wait till the last day before that's due because I know it takes like 3 or 4 hours to get all their pay slips and send it off. And they give you 10 months to get it into them before it expires, and I just find I'm always too busy. Yeah. And I'd love to spend more time on my business course as well, which I just we do the monthly sessions, and then I wouldn't even look at it until the next session, all the notes and stuff. So
time is hard as a business owner, especially when you've got a big team.
Yeah. There's nothing like my full-time job is I feel like it's just on the phone sometimes. Like I'm trying to quote a job off plans and my phone just goes bonkers all day, and I only get maybe one quote done in the day, which is only, takes me 3 hours to do a quote off plans probably. So
really?
Yeah.
3 hours. That's a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a decent sized job, a few hours, smaller jobs, hour and a half sort of.
Do you use any, as far as like doing your quotes and stuff and estimating, do you use any software? Do you use any tech?
No, I still got mates that laugh at me. I'm still pretty old school the way I run my business. I'm only just trying to change to an app now, which I've had for 4 months, and I'm still doing it in my books while doing the apps. I've got double the amount of work because I still don't trust the app way because I'm not very tech savvy either. So
what's the app?
Tradify.
Tradify. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I schedule all the boys in through that where they're going, but I'm not job tracking and stuff like that. I just do in A4 books. Like I've got 4 A4 books there. One's with jobs, dates, hours, materials. One's with job tracking how the jobs are going. I fill that in and see how we're going compared to what I've allowed. Yeah. And then all quote books. So I just all write in A4 quote books, the information. But then with the quotes, then I go to my computer and write it up in my proper quote format and then send it off. But yeah, it's pretty old,
so old
pretty
school.
old school. And that's why I got taught, and they're just finding it really hard to switch to the new school. And I have done it with the Tradify, but I'm still doing it in my book because I just need more training in it pretty much in the Tradify thing. I had a couple of training, but again, it's a time thing. Like I'm so busy, I'm like, I've got to do an hour of training, and then I get busy, then I don't think about it for another 4 days, and I'm like, forgot what all the little tech things I got taught because I'm not tech savvy. So
I think with the tech stuff too is it's repetition as well, using it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
You're not the only business owner that's a tradie that's like that. I've got to say, like through my clients and the people that I deal with, I would say that probably most of my clients are not tech savvy.
Yeah.
They carry around a notepad, everything's written. And I suppose it does come down to the way that you were taught.
Yeah.
If you were working with your dad,
yeah,
he didn't obviously have an app to work it out.
No.
So it's
it's all just write it down and then transfer it into explain it on a Word document and PDF file and send it off.
Do you think that's probably something that you'll need to change? Or?
No, I think the information I write in my book, I think I have to keep it. There's not really an app that can, because I don't quote off square meters. So if I could quote off square meters, I just use, I just measure a job, or off plans, I just measure a job and send it off. But you can lose money pretty quickly quoting off square meters. So
really? Okay.
Just if you've got a big window and it's got like a big window from ground floor up to 2 meters and it's a 4 meter high ceiling, and you got a window above it, you got a little strip of wall there. It's only 2 square meters, but the amount of work of taping up, masking up in between two windows, you can, especially on the architectural things. That's if you just did a standard volume build, which I don't do any volume builds, then it'd be pretty easy to quote off square meters. But when there's I don't do that many new. It's more renovations. So
is it okay?
Yeah. So it's like got the front of the house is new, then they've done a back renovation and gone up to a second level as well. So you got a bit of a mix and match of a repaint plus new build. So
I wonder if you obviously you said you're not that tech savvy, but you could probably pop all of your stuff into ChatGPT and actually create something that it could just spit out.
Yeah. I've been using that a bit lately.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to start paying for the subscription, I think. So
yeah, because that could be quite handy.
Because that's another thing I thought how to learn Tradify is just because in my business course I did a bit of a demo because a few people in my course they all use different apps, but they're all struggling to get their head around it. And then our coach did a little thing on ChatGPT and it just started spitting out all these information and teaching you how to use it pretty much. So
yeah, ChatGPT is great. Like I use it, like me and my team use it on a day-to-day basis, but we actually have because we do a lot of ads in our business, and we've actually created like specialist bots that prompt you in how to write your own ads.
Yeah,
so
okay.
you can do do much. The sky's the limit as far as
I mean, I've put I won't say that because I don't want to give any other painters tips to what I'm trying to do, but trying to level up without letting anyone know. So I don't want to give too many tips out.
Just on the training. So like obviously you're doing some training. Tell me about like what you sort of do with the team. Like do you do obviously they do their apprenticeships. Is there any training that you sort of do with them on an ongoing basis? Is that sort of part of your business or?
No, well, they, as I said, they learn from mistakes on site and stuff like that. And I go there quite like if I say to them, prep a couple of rooms, I'll go there with a light, picking up, saying, no, miss that. So it's just teaching them the eye for detail pretty much. So that's the sort of the training I do on site with them.
Yep.
Do need to do better in like just team meetings and stuff. Like, because I haven't done that many, but I need to start doing it every second week or something like that, and then so everyone's on the same page and say what went really good for the 2 weeks, a couple of things we could improve on after 2 weeks. That would be good training, I suppose. But
how do you go managing people? Do you enjoy managing the team?
No, I don't really. No, no, I don't really enjoy it. There's always something that comes up. Like as I said, I find confrontation pretty hard to just be upfront with. So as I said, just put it aside. But I've been better since starting this course. So structuring conversations around awkward conversations and just boys. My boys are pretty good. It's just through my apprenticeship, I never had one sick day. I think I had one sick day actually. My first apprentice I took on had half a day off out of his 4 years with a sick day because I had to force him home because he could barely walk.
Oh, really?
And then Mitch, my qualified, has been with me 7 years. He still hasn't had one sick day in 7 years.
Gee, that's pretty impressive.
Besides when he broke his arm on site, that was on work cover, but that's not like really a sick day. But so then how I got trained is, you just get through it.
You just deal with it.
And I taught my apprentices when I was on site every day. You build it, you teach them how to tough it through. And now, you got guys having days off all over the joint just digesting. So
really,
yeah. but they get their sick day, so it's just an old school sort of way of thinking. You just tough it out, So yeah.
How do you recruit your team? How do you go with recruitment? Where do you?
Louis, one of me guys who just qualified, I was on the way home. I was at a pub in Wesburn.
Okay.
And my mate jumped in the front of a road and stopped the car, and it was Louis. Paid him $50 to drive us to where we needed to go, and got talking to him while I was in the car.
Are you serious?
He didn't have a job, so he started the week after on a trial as an apprentice.
You just met him out the front of the pub.
He was driving home, and one of my mates just jumped in front of the car and waved him down and said, "I'll give you $50 to drop me and my mates." And he didn't have a job. I was questioning him. I pissed in the back of the car. But that's only one of them. A couple I got, just from Facebook pretty much, like notice boards and advertising, me doing an ad on notice boards, looking for apprentices. I get an inbox and so mostly from Facebook really. I've never posted a job on Seek or.
Haven't you? Okay. I wondered about that because I know that's sort of Seek or doing ads.
No, I'm looking for an apprentice at the moment or 2 apprentices, 2 first years or a first year. So
How many apprentices do you take on one a year? Do you pretty much?
Well, I normally would wait till a first year is in his second or third year before taking on another first year.
Okay.
But because we are so top heavy, I've got the capacity to take on 2. So
So just in the early days, like was there any mistake? And I'm sure you probably made a lot of mistakes along the way because every business owner does.
100%.
But was there any particular mistakes that you've sort of really learnt from in the early days that sort of brought to now?
Nothing too big that's cost me a lot of money. Just, your standard, not having a drop sheet under you for a minute and you drop a bit of paint on a bit of carpet and stuff like that, or trying to think if I've done anything really bad. Oh yeah, just not really anything. Just a bit of you got an expensive couch and you got a bit of paint on your pants and you walk past the couch and your pants scrub on it. Now it's on a leather couch and you can't get it off. You got to pay for a new couch. Just little things like that just make you go. Moving furniture for people. They got something expensive on the top, you think you'll be right, move it. And now I say, no, we just take everything off and everything before you move it.
Really?
It's more at repaints because even though we're not really furniture removalists, like that's part of our service is to help the clients out and move. Sometimes they move it, but if you're dealing with elderly couples and stuff, I'll just say, just put a bit of an allowance there for shuffling everything for them and putting it back. Yeah. Photos and heavy furniture and stuff like that. But like I've moved furniture and scratched the floor before, had to pay to get it repolished and just little things like that you make little mistakes and that costs you a little bit of money, not much, and you just learn from it.
You learn for next time. I think a lot of the time those mistakes are the things that really sort of shape the way that your business is and how you train people and how you train your team and that sort of thing.
Haven't really caused too much damage with a spray gun. No overspray on cars or anything like that.
No.
I've had a spray gun hose explode on me the second day after I got a new car when it was early days, and that would happen.
In the car?
No, it was next to the car, this spray gun. It was actually when I would have been a third-year apprentice, actually. My dad had to hire a spray gun because he was getting serviced and it had a kink in the hose, and while we were using it, exploded, and it was right next to my car. And these are under 3,500 PSI pressure, so it just went just like a fountain, exploded paint everywhere, all over the client's house, all over my second-day-old car. So that happened about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning for the rest of the day. For the next 6 hours, we're just cleaning an explosion of paint. So, so there you go. That's a mistake.
So
now that's a big one. But that actually didn't cost us any money besides 6 hours of cleaning, which I suppose that's a fair
time
bit
is
of
money.
labour. Time is money. But yeah, I mean, as soon as that happened, you just get the hose, wet everything so the paint doesn't have time to dry, and then just keep it wet and keep cleaning. So
yeah. Is there any other funny stories or any interesting stories that have sort of happened or memorable jobs that you've had over the years?
Yeah, I mean, one of my most memorable jobs is one in Yellingbo. It was on an acreage with a big lake on it. It's not just a dam, it was a lake. And I forgot how the builder got onto me for that one. But that was a really nice build. She had 5 houses on the property with a big hall as well.
Wow.
Anyway, I ended up getting married there. So through the job, I got to know the client, client herself pretty well, and our elderly lady. And I said, "But do you reckon?" Because I knew the hall was there, and from speaking to her, she's had one wedding there before. And I said, "What, do you mind if I got married here? Or good if not, but happy to give money or whatever for it." And so she looked after it. She just gave us she said yes, and just a small higher fee or
Oh, that's
thing,
really
but
nice.
It's nowhere near as much as what you'd pay, and then the property is amazing. Like this has got a full-time person just that she pays to maintain the place pretty much. So
really, yeah.
And like all the I think her landscape on her new build from the lake up to her house was $1 million just in rocks and landscaping. So, I mean, we're talking
beautiful
property, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we were very lucky. So that's one of the most probably because I painted it. It was a big job. We were there for a long time. And then got married there as well. So that's probably the most memorable one. Yeah.
That's a really, a really good memory.
Funny stories of just paint exploding in your car. That happens all the time.
Does it?
A hot day and your lids pop a little bit in the heat, and then you come around a corner and paint tips over, you open up your canopy, you got 15 litres of paint spilt in the back, 2 hours cleaning up in the back of your canopy.
How many times do you reckon that would have happened
It's probably happened to me 4 or 5 times, I reckon. Yeah, you always see painters' cars with only utes with just drip marks down the back of it.
You have to behind.
Yeah, mine was in a canopy so it didn't go all over the road, but your heart sinks every time you open your canopy and you see that. It's not, I mean, I could strap them in every time, but if I had to strap all the time, it'd take me forever. So you just try and take the corners a bit slow when you got paint in the back of your car. So,
yeah, nice. I think that's really sort of all I had. That's thanks. I appreciate you taking the time out to come and have a chat, and good to hear about your business.
It's all good.
Thank you.
It's all good.